Give me one moment. Just loading it up here. Okay, wonderful. Are you able to see my screen? I think that's a yes. All right, fabulous. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. So again, thank you for having me here today. We're going to be talking a little bit about how to improve your strategic operations within your travel companies. All right, so just for a brief agenda, we'll go over an introduction on why I'm here, who I am. We'll talk a little bit about the industry from our perspective and the ever-changing landscape of travel companies. We work with dozens and hundreds of them around the world, so we can talk a little bit about the trends that we're seeing, why a best-in-class partner experience matters, how you can provide that best-in-class partner experience, and then I'll give you a brief overview about Tipalti. If we have time, we can certainly go into questions and answers. So nice to meet all of you again. My name is Jeannie Sabaroff. I am originally from Philadelphia, traveled to California where I started working with Tipalti over 5 years ago, and have now made my way to open up our latest sales hub in Toronto, Canada. I actually got my start in sales in the travel industry. So I worked for the US brand Liberty Travel under a very large parent company that some of you may have heard of for Flight Center. I was personally a travel agent. I led a travel team. And then I ventured off and did some things on my own within the travel industry before coming over to Tipalti. So I have a personal passion for travel. I've worked in the industry, and now I've made my way to a company that I think has a really unique perspective in being able to help travel companies all around the world, as well as a lot of other customers as well. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about today's market. From our perspective, today's digital market and travel in particular, given the recent updates in our world, has never been hotter. I think travel has begun to come back to the forefront of a lot of people's minds. And in turn, we're seeing a lot of new companies cropping up within the travel space. They're offering innovative ways to book and promote travel experiences around the globe. And an interesting fact for all of you is that last year alone in 2021, total PE and VC funding dollars grew by 92% to $643 billion. This is across 586 new unicorns. So not only are we seeing new companies and new travel companies crop up into the space, but that means that existing companies, the more traditional models that we've seen, are now innovating, and they're having to add these digital experiences and platforms to their own product in order to stay competitive. With that, being able to have digital first or marketplace type of travel community platforms, that means that you've got to prioritize the satisfaction of your partners. So if you take a look at this slide, you'll see a variety of different logos on here, all of them that we work with. But these are companies that have made the conscious decision to put the partner experience at the forefront of their company in order to succeed. So it depends on what kind of company you are today, but think of all of the other businesses and individuals that you work with in order to have a thriving business. This could be, having local tour operators around the globe that you offer experiences to your customers, boutique hotels, hotel chains. You might have individual travel agents booking travel for their customers on your platform, host agencies. So the goal is to provide a comprehensive experience for your customers to book, but in turn, without having those partners to give them something to book or to book through, you risk potentially losing that competitive advantage out there in the market. Given the choice, partners like hotels and local tour operators and travel agents, they'll choose platforms that provide them a seamless experience. And so if you're able to offer that seamless, transparent experience, then you'll be able to stay really competitive in the market. Ensuring that you're able to attract, then retain, and continually delight your partners should be a priority of any business that's out there listening today. If you keep your partners happy, then your team gets it right and they can focus on other strategic parts of the business. Okay, so being able to provide a best-in-class partner experience is really your competitive advantage out there in the market. not only do you need to attract different partners, and we know that lots of different hotels and local tour operators and travel agents are popping up every single day. So you need to attract them. And then once you actually engage and provide a platform for them, you have to retain them. At the drop of a hat within the digital economy today, they can leave and go somewhere else. So all of these partners have a huge say in the uniqueness of your platform and your ability to remain competitive in a pretty crowded space today. We have done a lot of research over the years. We've been around since 2010. And we've done a bunch of research to see what would make a partner leave a platform. The very interesting statistic, and if there's one thing you take away from today, it's that 74% of partners would leave if they had a substandard payment experience. That's a huge number. That's 3/4 of the potential partners that you have on your platform today. You risk losing if any of the items on that right-hand side of the slide were to come true. Your success hinges on the ability to pay your partners on time, every time. That's just enough to stay relevant, but it's not good enough to become that competitive advantage that we want all of you to be able to do within your businesses today. You've got to deliver a best-in-class partner experience while enabling your back office and your finance function needs to be able to scale rapidly and efficiently as well. Think about the very beginning of your experience with a partner. How do they get onto your platform? Is it easy to use? Are they able to choose the different methods that they're interested in that maybe other partners are offering? Your success could be at risk if you build this wonderful platform and you've got a great brand reputation, and then your partners end up being dissatisfied or swayed away from your platform because it's too hard to get on the platform. They don't have a lot of choices. They don't have any transparency into where their payments are, or if they need to update a payment method. And if you risk losing them by not only the first impression, but all the impressions all along the way as you continue to partner with them. So in the next couple of slides, the partner payment experience has a lot of critical touch points in every single payment that goes out. So in these slides, I'm going to go over the different areas that I think you can be able to use to develop a competitive advantage for you and for your company. So it begins at the tip of the spear. That is partner management. So when a partner, let's say I am an individual travel agent or I'm a local tour operator, and I want to get on your platform so that customers can book my tours or they can book with me, it has to be really easy to use. I need to be able to go on and to, in a couple of minutes, give you the information needed to pay me. I want to be able to see where my payments are. And frankly, I want to know that I'm working with your company. So a brandable portal is absolutely key to be able to working with your partners. The relationship needs to be with you and with your partners. And then that way your partners will have an opportunity to feel confident that they're working directly with you, and they can serve themselves by being able to input different information that they need, to have different choices when I'm putting in the information. And on the flip side, your company will feel really confident if you're able to verify their banking details and be able to make sure that you're giving them that best partner experience. And so it's a two-step process from both sides. So ease of use has to be in both. There has to be confidence and trust and transparency built anytime a partner wants to be able to onboard. And it has to be easy. Next up is tax compliance. Maybe not everyone's favorite topic, but one of the most important out there. Travel companies today, whether you're an OTA or you're a hotel or you're even a host agency, you have lots of 1099 contractors potentially. You also have different global companies that you're working with. And it's so important that no matter where you're located, you are making sure that you're staying up to date on all of the tax requirements that are required of you each year. Tipalti has a way to be able to ensure that that is automated, and it can get very, very complex, as I'm sure some of you already know. 3, payments. It's at the crux of everything that we do with our partners. By nature, majority of travel companies are global. In order to offer experiences and partners across the globe, you have to have a system that enables you to do so from day one. If I'm a partner located in a different country, I need to have confidence that your platform will know how to serve me. They'll know what payment methods I can have access to. I need to know that you can actually operate in our country, you know the regulations, and that is a lot to keep track of. It also can introduce potential manual human error. So by having a platform that automates all of that and knows all of the regulations and does all of it for you, I, as a partner, can then feel extremely confident that I can get my payment in the currency that I want, in the method that I want, all around the globe, and that I won't have to worry about errors, and I'll be able to see exactly where those payments are. Finally, fourth best practice, compliance and controls. Making sure that you have enterprise-grade financial controls, especially as you scale extremely quickly, will ensure that you stay compliant. No one wants to pay fraudsters. You want to have that security built in. So whenever anyone is using the system, you know exactly what actions they're taking, and you have the most up-to-date security certifications. So to summarize the benefits of automation, you're given the opportunity to really be proactive versus reactive. Then your team can scale extremely quickly in this competitive landscape, and you can be more efficient than ever before. You'll be able to easily attract top-notch partners. You'll be able to retain them, and then you'll reduce that burden that is on your team, and they can go out and focus on more strategic initiatives to grow the business. So a little bit about Tipalti. I want to let you know that as a company, we have two major principles that we're focused on. We want to help your team move beyond manual payables processes to more strategic initiatives. And we want to ensure that our customers are successful long-term. Like I said earlier, we were founded in 2010. We currently serve over 2,000 customers. We have offices in 5 countries around the world. Our latest openings being in Toronto, Canada, where I live, and the Netherlands. As of today, we're the leading global payables automation solution, and we take a lot of pride in serving our customers. One of the things that Tipalti is most proud of, and I personally am most proud of, is the fact that we have a 99% retention rate with a 98% customer satisfaction rate to boot. It's by far one of the best in the industry. It's the best I've ever personally seen. And we're transacting $30 billion annually for over 4 million payees and partners around the world. So we've done it. We keep doing it. We're growing every single year. You can see by some of the logos on the right-hand side, these are companies that are growing really fast, that are able to provide a best-in-partner experience. And we are just going to keep growing and hopefully bringing on more customers that we can serve with that 98% customer satisfaction rate. We're also only one of 24 companies in all of America who made the Deloitte 500 and Inc. 5000 for 4 straight years. You might be wondering how we do that. We're actually a regulated financial institution. So we are subject to the same scrutiny and legislation from the U.S. Treasury as other regulated financial institutions are. So when you partner with Tipalti to send out those payments to your partners around the world, rest assured that we are regulated just like some of the strongest regulations out there. We have hundreds of customers. You can see by the logos on the right-hand side, we've got everything from customers that are, just starting up and growing really fast, all the way to have gone public and use us for some of our capabilities and reporting in order to do so. We have tons of resources dedicated to get you up and running as quickly as possible and to ensure that we are with you every single step of the way. One of the ways that we have that 99% retention rate is because we truly care about our customers, each and every single one. And our goal is to scale and grow with you. So as your needs grow, we are constantly in contact, making sure that we can support you in every way possible. The last thing I'll leave you with is that our name Tipalti actually means we took care of it. So you can let us take care of your global payables operations. That way you can focus your staff on delighting and satisfying your partners so they can deliver the best quality of work for you. That is the end of my slide. So I'm not sure if we have any time for questions, but